story, but the world was never prepared for their power? What if Sophia, the divine wisdom behind creation, the voice of intuition that lives inside every soul, was once honored as the guiding mind of the universe until her name became too dangerous to speak? What if Mary Magdalene, the closest witness to the life and teachings of Jesus, a spiritual leader in her own right, was never meant to be remembered as a background character, but as a teacher who understood the path to inner freedom? Here's the question no one asks: why would history shrink the sacred feminine to a whisper? Who gains when half of the divine story goes missing? Because if people knew they carried both strength and wisdom within, they would stop waiting for permission to connect with the sacred. They would stop believing that spiritual truth belongs only to a few. That awakening is happening right now. Across the world, more people are questioning, searching, feeling, as if an ancient memory is pushing its way back into the light. This global shift has a name: the Rose Storm, the return of feminine wisdom that restores balance instead of control, compassion instead of fear, truth instead of silence. In this video, you'll discover why Sophia and Magdalene are rising again, why some institutions still resist this awakening, and what could transform inside you if you dare to listen. If you stay, you step into the storm with eyes open. If you leave, the truth waits behind a locked door. Long before churches were built, before doctrines and councils, there was Sophia, the divine force early spiritual seekers described as wisdom herself. Not just knowledge, not just intelligence, but the living consciousness that inspires creation, intuition, and truth. In ancient writings found in the Nag Hammadi library, texts hidden for nearly 2,000 years, Sophia is portrayed as the heartbeat of the universe, the breath behind every spark of inspiration, the voice you hear when you know something without knowing how. She is the missing piece in the story of God. Ancient mystics believed that creation is not a single force, but a balance: the divine masculine, structure, action, the word; the divine feminine, wisdom, compassion, the womb of possibility. Sophia is that feminine light. She is the rose blooming at the center of creation, soft yet unbreakable, gentle yet transformative. But something happened. As organized religion took shape, spiritual power became political power. Mystics were replaced by authorities, stories were rewritten, and the divine feminine, the rose, was cut from the garden. Sophia's presence was pushed into metaphor, then myth, then silence. Wisdom was replaced with rules, questioning became disobedience, and humanity gradually forgot that every soul carries both strength and tenderness. Yet, you cannot bury the truth forever.